Being a master of the craft means being devoted to your craft and exploring it in all its depth, and also stay open-minded. I liked electronic music because for me it was some kind of escape from the limitations of classical music. For example, we can have multiple piano sounds, but it's still gonna be a piano. But a synthesizer is like the pi number, and we can create an endless amount of sounds with a synthesizer. And when people tell me that they don't like electronic music or modern music in general, I always tell them that Bach didn't play a synthesizer only because it didn't exist during his era. A synthesizer is the grandchild of the organ that he played. So I think that we should be open-minded and appreciate the innovations that come with technologies and how they shape the future sound of our music. Studio monitors are very important for me as a music producer. Years ago, when I was making only pop music, I was working on a pair of very simple monitors, and at that point it was enough. But when I switched to making dance music, that became a disaster. I would have to bring my mixes to a professional studio to finish them, otherwise they would just explode in my car. And I realized that if I have to go to a professional studio every single time I have to finish my mix, then it's better for me to invest in a good pair of monitors with a very wide frequency range that cover the low end very well. Lots of people unfortunately don't understand that, and I teach other producers, and very often they ask me about monitors and they tell me that their friends tell them that it's not important. And I always tell them that when somebody gives you a comment like that, you have to ask yourself what genres of music they make, because most likely they don't make dance music. If you make dance music, then you need to have very good monitors, because for example in pop music some producers they cut low frequencies at 30 Hz or 40 Hz on default on any master. But if you make bass music, if you cut at 26 or 29 Hz, it's gonna make an audible difference. So for that reason, I'm really happy with my Barefoot monitors. And when I discovered them, I went to a showroom with a list of recommended monitors, but I didn't like any of those monitors. And then I heard Barefoots, and I realized that they had more depth than any other monitors that I tried. And at that point it was a huge upgrade for me, and I was thinking that if I don't get Barefoots, then I don't get anything. It's not just a tool for music making, it's also a tool for education, because part of being a great musician or a great producer is ear training. It is essential, and lots of people underestimate that. And for example, how can somebody compete with one of the greatest mixes that has a Grammy Award, for example, if they have no chance to hear their mix on a good pair of monitors? Because those mixes, they sound good on the car audio system or in earbuds, but when you play those mixes on Barefoots, it's a whole new level of experience, and the stereo image is just mind-blowing. And you can have so many details in the mix, even some elements you won't be able to hear them on other monitors, even in your car. And then you listen to those mixes on Barefoots and you realize that now you know what makes so special those engineers that receive Grammy Awards, and what makes those mixes so special, why those songs become so successful all around the world. So it is essential to have really good monitors.